This great big book is The Gorgeous Nothings, a stunning collection of poetry by Emily Dickinson, all of the poems scribbled onto the fronts and backs of envelopes in Dickinson's own handwriting. Let's take a look inside here. You get 52 photographs of Emily's paradoxical scribblings, and I gotta say the 3D effect of each photo almost lends the voyeuristic thrill of sifting through the contents of Dickinson's desk drawer and discovering some real wonders. It's a beautiful concept for a book, and I've got to thank my friend Rhonda for sending me a gift copy of it. There's some more. They have photographs on each page, so you can only see the one side. Phew. The book is kind of heavy. I'm going to rest my arm for a second here. Of course, I've always been a Dickinson enthusiast, and as a personality, she was quite fascinating and complex. I think most authorities agree now that she probably suffered from agoraphobia. Yet she did have a close network of friends, but mostly communicated with them through letter writing. She would, however, entertain neighborhood children in her garden, but if approached by an adult, would usually bolt for the house. I read that her personality was generally effusive and witty, but when rattled, a sort of cute, prickly side emerged that bordered on a cultivated snobbishness. In other words, she did not suffer fools gladly. I think my favorite story about Emily is that she was reported to possess a musical mind. And that's kind of suggested by the hymn-like rhythms in her poetry. Anyway, the story goes that after members of her household had retired for the evening, she would steal down the stairs to the piano and improvise over popular hymns, eventually veering off into musical creations of her own. I would have loved to have been a rapt eavesdropper in her parlor. Okay, another book I wanted to feature is The Seed Thieves by the poet Robert Fanning. This is a selection of 50 poems, and Mr. Fanning has a beautifully tuned ear throughout. In fact, as soon as the book arrived, I spent an entire afternoon beguiled by the originality and the sound of his poetry. Robert Fanning is the real deal. In his poems, he creates a captivating verbal landscape with vibrant imagery and words absolutely rich in sonority. I think you'll find true eminence in this work. So if you love poetry, pick up a copy of his book. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.